Hey guys, wanted to give you an update where we're at so far on the FXT. We got a lot of the frame welded up, got everything all stiffened up. We got the front axle installed, welded in, got that supported. We got the front bumper mounted and secured, so hopefully that'll take a pretty good hit. We've got the engine plate welded in. Of course the engine's going to have to sit back a little further, so we got a little spot for that to be bolted to. It's not bolted down right now. Right now we're just using it for mock-up. We got the hood support. It's sturdy. Well, I got to build another one to come up from here, up and over. And then the 5/8 steering shaft's going to come up and above the engine to come down. We got the seat all cut up. Got it sitting back where it belongs. I finally got my bearings in. Happy to get them in finally. We got the rear fenders supported. Got that all welded in. We got all the tubes welded up. Now there's not going to be too much room. Typically my bearing or my brakes will be bolted up right there, but there's no room for a brake rotor or sprocket. So what we're going to do, we're going to incorporate a sprocket and brake all in one. So we're going to have a big old sprocket here, the chain's going to come around, and we're going to have the calipers right there. And we're going to drill some holes into the sprocket, try to keep the sprocket cool, and we're going to try that. We'll see if that works. What else? Here's the hood. I got metal to finish this up. Probably do that this weekend. I think that's it so far on that. Now, we went racing last weekend. What did I do with my little card? There it is. Oh, okay, back to what I was doing. We went racing last weekend. I didn't do too bad. We had a kid named Matt Smith come up from Evansville. 2.5 hour drive. Made the trek all the way up here just to watch us race. So hopefully we put on a good show for him. He just started a new YouTube channel. It's called Dusty's Lawn Mowing. So you guys can check him out. Here's the mower. I had an issue. Went out for practice. It was loose, so we added air to the right rear, and I spun out in the heat race. Spun out pretty good. We almost flipped it over, and then so we brought it in, added more air to the right rear to the max. Went out for the feature, and I was so loose I couldn't even control it around the corners. Well, we come to find out. Look at that tire rubbing right up against the brake caliper. If you can see, there's a gap right there, no gap back here, and you can see where my axle has moved. Most importantly, look at the groove cut in that tire. I mean, that's pretty thick. So lucky as hell that thing didn't blow out at 50 miles an hour. So what we're going to do, the axle, as you can see, has moved out. I don't know why or how this tire has moved in, but something's definitely gone awry. So we're going to pull the axle out and make sure everything's still good. That's how last Sunday went. So we got another race coming up next weekend. So we got to get this thing, I got to get the oil changed. What else? I gotta get new spark plug wire, or not spark plug wires, new spark plugs. So I developed an oil leak, which I didn't catch until later on Sunday night. I mean, it's leaking pretty bad, and I'm thinking that the leaking right up underneath here, right where the valve covers. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right in that general area, right there. think that's where my oil's coming from. So we'll pull the valve covers off and reseal them up, and we'll power wash this and get it back in a nice shiny condition again. So that's all I got so far. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys have any ideas that you want to throw at me, or anything general and all, I guess, you can shoot me an email. I'm at hollandgrassracing@gmail.com. You guys can ask me questions and I'll try my best to answer. There's that. So I will try to get a better update by this weekend. See, I got to get some rims, some tires. I got to at work we are designing the sprocket system, sprocket and brake, so hopefully we can get that wrapped up in the next couple of weeks. Another big issue, I bought this for 25 bucks. The thing is, the thing's massively huge, and it's a left-handed transmission, or left-handed gearbox, my bad. Behind it is a 700 Peerless transmission, which I was going to run. I started tearing it apart and was getting it prepped for racing, and I was advised against it, that the 700s don't hold up in FXT classes very well. So looks like I'll be on the hunt for a right angle gearbox, which will sit right between my legs. Probably mount the gas tank somewhere in here. I still haven't decided if I'm going to run a battery or not. I may not. I may just jump it to start it. We'll get that figured out later on in the build process. But I don't know what color I'm going to run yet. I do like that Kubota orange. That's what I painted it up last year, and it's that Royal King paint. Man, that thing's tough as nails. Hell's been thrown in the back of the truck quite a few times and tossed around, and it's still nice and shiny and hasn't chipped off yet. So we may just go ahead and buff that out and run that. I was thinking about getting a camouflage skin to put over it. We'll see. That's what I got so far. Thanks for watching.